Hi everyone, in this short video I'm going to show you how to cast a basic chart in the Janus program. In a previous video I showed you how to create all of the settings so that you get the chart to look how you want it to look. Here we have one of the versions of the chart that we will be using in whole signs, and I'm going to show you how to create a chart using the Janus features. If we go up into the upper left under Chart, we can click New Chart. This gives us our box where we can choose all the information that we want. And let's just call this Example Nativity for the name. And for the date, let's give it a different date. Let's give it, let's see, how about August 27th, 2021. And we'll keep the time the same. And now we have to choose the city. Now, this has already defaulted to Minneapolis over here on the right because remember when we chose our settings, we told it we wanted to default to Minneapolis. In your case, you might want to tell it to default to your own city. But suppose we had some other city. Under country and state on the left here, let me move this more to the center, we have all of these choices, and you'll see that states in the United States are their own separate headings. Let's choose something in Colorado, and we want to choose the city. So let's choose the city of Dolores. And you can see that it has pulled up a list of all of the cities in Colorado. It gives you the county and the longitude and the latitude. And we're going to double click on it to choose it. And you can see, remember, you can see that on the date, I chose August 27th, and I chose that because I know that daylight savings time is in effect. And you can see that the computer automatically knows that it is daylight time, mountain time with daylight savings. So it's already programmed to give you the correct daylight savings. If you're doing foreign countries, sometimes you might want to check it, especially in Asia, in, say, China and Taiwan. Not all of those countries use daylight savings, or there's unusual features, so you just want to be sure about that. You can also manually input here your own city and add that city to the atlas if it's something that doesn't already exist. In the lower right, you can choose if you're trying to track, if you're doing research on a chart, you want to know where the chart comes from, who the source is. It allows you to choose the Rodden rating. How exact is the time? Is it a questionable time? Is it very accurate? And you can also choose how accurate you think it is. For example, maybe you think it's accurate within 5 minutes, or maybe 1 hour, or maybe unknown. And that is something that you can choose in your settings to pop up if that's something you want to keep track of. Finally, in the lower left, you choose the house system and the zodiac. For the house system, let's choose, for example, let's just choose Alcibiades houses, Alcibiades semi-arcs, and we're going to keep the tropical zodiac. We're going to keep a natal chart type, but we could have chosen elections or horary or mundane. And we're now going to cast the chart. And you can see that this gives us the Alcibiades houses chart. And all of the information that we wanted to put in those settings, to put in the middle of the chart, it's in there now. Now, this chart, if you can see on the right, is highlighted in this middle box of charts. It's highlighted. So that is the chart we're looking at. If you wanted to move this into a folder that you've created under the chart files, you would click and drag it into that folder and take it out of the temporary bin. But you could leave it there and it will stay in that bin forever. So you don't have to worry about losing a chart once you close down. The program won't even ask you if you want to save it. It already saves it because that's what we chose in our settings. One last thing to do is to learn how to copy a chart and how to save that copy. This can be useful when you want to paste a copy of your chart into some kind of document or PowerPoint. It's important because unless you do it in a certain way, the quality will not be very good. So I'm going to show you how to do it. We're going to right-click, and we're going to Save Image As. We need to save it in a high-quality format and put it in a folder, and then we can treat it just like any other image that we paste into a PowerPoint or a Word document or something else. So we're going to choose Save Image As. And this allows us to make some choices. We can choose to save it with color, with shading, just like we did before, but I'm going to take that out. Again, background, you could save it that way, but I want to keep it white. I do it that way in part because I paste these into my books, and there's no use in having a color background to a chart if I'm not going to have it in there. So this tells you that the shape of it is square. This tells you how dense or large the image is. Actually, how large it is. We're going to choose 400 by 400 pixels. The format, we're going to use a ping, but you could use other things too. And for resolution, we're going to use 300. That is suitable for printing. It's very clear, but you can choose whatever you want. So we're now going to, and we can also add a border around it as well. So you can see that adds a border. Now we're going to click Save Image As. And this allows you to go to the Janus folders and save it somewhere. And this is very important. Janus defaults to creating its own image folders on your C drive. You can see that on your C drive, you can follow it up here, on your C drive, there is a folder called Program Files times 86. It's in there. Go up to Astrology House. That's the Janus name. Double-click it. Double-click Janus 5. And then double-click under Images. I know it's complicated, but I like to keep everything in that place. You don't have to save your images there. And here you can see I've created all sorts of folders for where I want to keep my images all in one place. So if we wanted to put this into the course charts, we would double-click that, and it would put it in there, and we would save it there. And those are the basics for setting up a normal natal chart. In the future, I'll have other videos on how to do things like solar revolutions and how to use other options in the Janus program. But for now, that's it.